Hello and welcome back to another Space Engineers Showcase video. In today's video we're looking at another modded weapon which is so overpowered it will kill your enemies at least 20 times before they hit the ground. This is called the Omniscient Plasma Cannon, which is this glorious thing right here, an absolutely humongous cannon that just wreaks havoc wherever you point it. So if I was just to come over to here and find you the costs of this little cannon, this cannon is 6,500 steel plates, 500 computers, 800 motors, 4,000 large steel tubes, good god that's going to be horrible to carry across, 7,500 small steel tubes, 6,580 metal grids, 1,000 construction components, 75 gravity components, 5,000 superconductors, and 4,000 power cells with a few more steel plates to boot. So this thing is absolutely ridiculous in terms of its power generation it requires, and the damage it does. In terms of charging up this weapon, because you will need to charge it before it can get to full power, it takes about 200 gigawatts to actually start charging. You need approximately 1 petawatt to completely charge this thing and have it at maximum power. So I'm in creative mode because that's kind of impossible to do in survival mode unless you just build reactor after reactor. And I'm using the particle accelerator right here in order to power it. So this thing can output an absolutely massive amount of power and is ultimately cheating if you were to ever build it in survival mode. I was just to come into my character and come across to say a button panel. If I come over and find a control panel like so, just slap that on there. Particle accelerator outputs a maximum of 3,000 gigawatts and its current output is 200 gigawatts because that's what the Omniscient Plasma Cannon requires. So we can see the accumulated power right there and its power draw right there, its energy charges, and it will tell you if the power is false or not. As for the rest of the controls, it is basically a standard cannon where we can simply make it shoot on or off. So what we're going to do now is fire this cannon so I can show you its unique animations and just how awesome it actually is. So I've set up a little control panel right here. I'm just going to drag this across and tell it to shoot once. So I'm going to press that and hop out and just come all the way up here. And we're going to start getting a sound. Much like the Atlas Super Laser, we're going to get a charging sound once again. So there we go. And then it's going to fire. We're going to get the jump drive effect pulsing out the top where it's firing. And then it will start to go dark red as we get black lines shooting out, explosions and particles everywhere. And it just goes red, lots of black shooty lines, and a few more particle effects at the end. And that is what happens. It's a glorious firing animation, and it will strike fear into your enemies who see you starting it up. But what type of damage can we do with this? Well, that is why the starting base is right here and why I'm going to just build some blocks all the way down like so. And we're going to place the cannon like that, straight into the starting base. So I'm just going to come over to here, and in fact, yeah, should we do it from here? That would be nice. Right from up there, directly on top. I'm going to find the plasma cannon. I'm going to have it shoot once. I'm going to find my free camera and bring it around to here. And we're going to fire it once again into the starting base. So we glow yellow, the sound will start up, and then it will fire. I do think that is quite a nice balancing mechanic to overpowered laser modded weapons, is having a long ass charging time. Yes, once the beam starts firing, and yeah, that's really powerful, isn't it? But yeah, once the beam starts firing, yes, you could just swish your screen around and start swiping everything off the map, but that charging time is enough for you to charge up a jump drive and get away from the area before it starts firing. In terms of its maximum range, it is bloody ridiculous, and I will just go and fly the full length of it when I go and fire it again. So if I just come over to here, we're going to start firing it once again, and we're going to just fly towards the end of it. And that is the end of the beam right there. We are 20 kilometers away from the cannon itself, all the way over here. So we've got a 20 kilometer range. It deals ridiculous amounts of damage, and it is bloody glorious to fire. So that is basically it for the cannon. There's not too much else to talk about. It requires a lot of power, a lot of resources to actually get up and running. But once you do have it, it's going to be bloody amazing. Hey, I didn't say you could fire. Thank you. So what we're going to do is basically see how many of these I can fire at once, and that will be it. Hopefully this does not crash my computer. My computer is quite old at this point and needs replacing. I'm sure this will be fine. I'm sure this will all be fine. So to finish off this video, I put a bunch of the plasma cannons together and enough particle accelerators to charge them up. And what we're going to do is fire it into this little ship right here and see the destruction that can be had. So I'm just going to come over to the seat and we're going to press that button. They're all going to start charging up. Ooh, listen to that crispy sound. Let's just come into here. We need to get into our bridge very quickly. Where is our bridge? Panicking. Panicking. Nope, I'll come over to here and we'll view it like that. Look at that go. It just disintegrates everything. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And the game has frozen up. It's deployed its parachutes. Its signature move. Deploying the parachutes to make sure those solar panels can be dropped down all nicely. Look at that go. So at the end of the day, you still have part of the circle and the solar panels, and those lovely parachutes after being blasted by the Omniscient plasma cannon. So if you wish to play around with this modded weapon, it'll be in the description below, and I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.